nailed it. There it goes. All right. Hey guys, how's it going? Eric Norris here. Today I wanted to tell you something crazy that I did this weekend. I sold my Corvette. I can't believe I did it because I really liked that thing a lot. But I'm also into making profits. So that's the main reason why I was kind of okay with it. I bought the Corvette. It was a 1979 red on red with a 350 engine. It was an L48 with mirrored T-tops. Looked beautiful when you took off the T-tops, and bought it back in June of 2022. So I guess I had it like 8 months or something like that, whatever it is. And so when I got it, it was riding rough. So I had to invest some money into it, and but I still made a good profit. So basically, I'll give you guys the rundown of how much I paid for it, how much money I invested into it, and how much profit I made. So, all right, let's just get right into it. So I found this car. It was up in Kentucky. The day it got listed, I said, man, I got to run up there and see this thing. I know it was a distance away, but it was such a good deal not to pass up. So I went up there, checked it out. It was at a dealership of all places. And they were asking, I think it was $6,900, if I'm not mistaken, which is already a great price. I get there, show up with cash, and I talked them down to $6,000. So I literally got about almost $1,000 off in my negotiations. So what's important about doing deals, whether it's cars or real estate or whatever you're doing, even sales, whatever, you always got to remember, they say that you make your money on the purchase of the item as opposed to at the sale, which means you're getting it at a low price, turn around and sell it at a higher price. It's the easiest thing in the world, but the funniest thing is most people, when it comes to cars, just don't do that. Obviously, used car dealerships and car dealerships in general do this, but because that's their business. But most Americans, and if you live anywhere else, don't think of it as an investment, or most people tend to lose money. But for me, I am a car guy and I make money on my cars, which is the opposite of most car guys. Most car guys, it's like, oh yeah, I just put 15 grand just in the engine, and I'm like, okay, you're never gonna see that money again. But anyway, so I got the car. So like I said, I drove up to Kentucky. I went and looked at it, test drove it. It was riding rough. I was kind of on the fence about buying it actually, but I was looking for a red on red Corvette. I was trying to find a 77, but this is a 79. I'm like, okay, let's just go ahead with this. Purchased it, cash right there. And since it was at the dealership, the good thing was they held it for me for the next day, as opposed if it was like a private party, it feels a little bit more sketchier to ever try this. So bought the car that day, and since I wasn't able to get a U-Haul in time, I had to go back up the next day, so another 2-hour drive or whatever it was. But it was worth it because I rented the U-Haul trailer, the flatbed, attached it to my truck, went up, picked the thing up, and then flatbedded it back to Nashville. And so, I spent about, so like I was saying, number-wise, here we go. So I paid $6 grand cash for the car. So that's always a key component too. When you're looking to buy and trade and sell things, you got to have that cash, just start saving. That's the key, low overhead, your monthly bills, bring them down as low as possible so you can start tucking money away, right? So yeah, that's why it's nice to have cash on hand. You can get those deals. A lot of times people prefer cash, and if you can do it right then and there, you tend to make a better profit if you have cash, especially in real estate. If you have cash put down, usually get the better deals, or you'll get the deal. That's usually what we saw the last few years, is the cash buyers were the ones that got the deals and everyone else got left in the dust. But anyway, so as far as the numbers are concerned with the Corvette, paid $6 grand cash, and I invested around pretty close to about $2,500 because I had to do mechanical things to it, water pump, brake booster, master cylinder, a electronic fuel pump, a lot of brake stuff, fan, spacer for the fan, all kinds of things and I actually replaced a few of these things myself, which I'm pretty proud of because I'm not necessarily a mechanical car guy knowing how to work on cars. I can do the basics, like an oil change and certain things. And so I replaced the water pump myself, with which I was very impressed by, because my buddy who's a Chevy guy is like, bro, you did that yourself? He's like, I'm impressed. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Got the AC running, that wasn't working. But anyway, got that thing running great. So I was taking it to car shows, really enjoyed that car. I'd go take it to go play disc golf like on the weekends or even during the week. And so I listed it. And so I initially put it at $17,000. I put it at a higher premium because that's just marketing. I knew it most likely probably wouldn't sell at that price unless the right buyer came along. So then as the months went by, I just kind of dropped the price, $16,000. Then I was at $15,000 for a really long time. And then I'm like, let's make a move. Like, I know my car that I ordered should be coming within the next month or so. So I'm like, I gotta have room in my garage. So I dropped it down another $500 this time to $14,500. And I had a couple people come look at, I got lowballed, like way lowballed, where I'm like, don't even waste my time, Just tell me this on your text or your message that you're gonna try to lowball me. That don't waste my time. Don't get me all the way out of my house to tell me you're gonna, offer this ridiculous price. So anyway, lowered it to $14,500, and then Saturday, I had a couple that came up to look at it. I think they were out of state, actually. That's usually a good sign because that means it's a serious buyer. And I tried to qualify them too to make sure that I was like, how serious are you guys are looking to purchase? Because I don't want people wasting my time, man. Our time is valuable. We are on this planet for a very short time. So anyway, they took a look at it. It was a husband and wife and their son. The son was older. He's probably older than me, maybe like in his 50s. And the father they used to have a car dealership, and the father really wanted to have another Corvette. And so they test drove it, looked it over and everything, asked me all the questions that I knew about it. So we negotiated on the price, right? So I said, they're like, what's the lowest you can do? Can you do 13? I said, yeah, sorry, I can't go that low. And he's like 13.5. I'm like, I don't know. I don't feel really too good about that. I said, how about this? I'm willing to do 14 for you today. And so he thought about it, and then eventually he was like, all right, let's do the deal. So I sold it for 14,000, which is great because I paid $6,000 and put 2,500 into it. So what is that? $5,500 that I made as profit. Pretty good for just having this being not only my hobby, it's like side hustle / hobby, right? So hopefully this will inspire you guys, because find a hobby that makes you money. Maybe starting a YouTube channel, whatever it may be. And so I like doing this a lot. I'm a car guy, so this is kind of like my side hustle and hobby. I get to enjoy the investment that I purchase, and then at a later date, I turn around and sell it. People ask me, do you flip cars? And I would say, not exactly. I would probably consider it a slow flip because I'm enjoying it while I have it for quite a while. Usually I'll have a car for about 6 months to a year, maybe 2 years. Sometimes it might be 3 months or a month, just depends. But on average, 6 months to a year seems to be the norm for me. But yeah, so I sold that Corvette. It's like bittersweet, because it was such a cool car. And I love that red on red, but I know I could find another one, and I could repeat this process. So I already located one that's in California, and they're asking just under 7,000, and it's in about the same shape, and I'll probably have to do a few things to it. But I don't know if I'm gonna do that yet, because that's in California, but I am heading out there soon, so who knows? But anyway, guys, I just wanted to tell you my story about my profit that I made on this recent purchase and sale of my 1979 Chevrolet Corvette, red on red with mirrored T-tops. And now, what should I buy next, you guys? Leave your comments below. I was thinking about a 56 Cadillac in baby blue, which is so hard to find, but I would love to get that. I'm also looking at newer Corvettes as well. I got an order in for my Ford Maverick that's supposed to be, they technically say it's being built right now. So I'm looking online on my account, and it's showing that it's in the build process, which means I might get it within the next 3 weeks or a month. So we'll see. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think I should get next. It would either be something sporty or a truck, something cool. I don't want something lame, you know what I mean? I'm a big fan of the color red, so anything red is good. Or maybe you might know of a deal. Shoot it my way. Not really looking for motorcycles, but yeah, maybe another sports car. They are fun, let me tell you. So stay tuned with me on this journey to see what car I buy next. All right, guys, I hope you found value in this, and hopefully this will encourage and inspire you to make money with your hobbies as well. Please like, please subscribe if you found value. Hope you all have a great day. Eric Norris, peace out.